In today's session, we are going to identify whether the given equation is a quadratic equation or not. Hi, I am Syed. Welcome to my channel Educate with Syed. Let's get started. The question is, check whether the given equation is a quadratic equation. So this is the equation that is given: 2x minus of 1 times of x minus of 3 is equals to x plus 5 times of x minus of 1. So let us try to expand this one on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side and check whether this equation can be reduced to a quadratic equation or not. In the previous video also we have seen a similar type of example. You can just watch my previous video for such type of examples. Okay, in this question we have 2x minus 1 times of x minus of 3. Let us try to multiply this one. So let me keep this 2x as it is and try to multiply this 2x with x minus of 3. So we get 2x times of x minus of 3. Then you multiply this minus of 1 with this x minus of 3. So I am multiplying this minus of 1 with x minus of 3, that is equals to. In the same way, we will try to multiply this x with this x minus of 1. So if you multiply it, x times of x minus of 1. Then similarly, let us try to multiply this plus 5 with this x minus of 1. So we get plus 5 times of x minus of 1. Let us further try to expand this one. This 2x has to be multiplied by x. So if you multiply this 2x with x, we get 2 times of x into x will be x square. Then you have minus of. Again multiply this 2x with minus of 3. So if you multiply this 2x with minus of 3, since you have plus over here, plus into minus will be minus itself. You have 2 times of 3. So 2 times of 3 will be 6 into this x you have. So it becomes minus of 6x. Are you getting this one? Let us move on to this one. So you have minus of 1. So this minus of 1 is multiplied by x. So minus 1 times of x will be minus of x. Let us further multiply this minus of 1 with minus of 3. So since you are having minus of minus, so minus of minus will give us plus. 1 times of 3. 1 times of 3 will be 3. So we have just expanded the entire left hand side. Now let us try to move on to the right hand side. It is equals to. So multiply this x with this x. So x times of x. X times of x will be x square. Then you have minus sign over here. So this becomes minus of. Again multiply this x times of 1. X into 1. So x into 1 will be x itself. X into 1 will be x itself. Further let us try to multiply this one. It is 5 times of x. So 5 into x will be 5x. So you have plus sign here, plus 5 times of x. Again multiply this 5 with minus of 1. So you have plus over here and minus. So plus into minus will be minus. 5 times of 1 will be 5. So we have removed the entire brackets over here from the left hand side as well as from the right hand side. Now let us try to group the like terms over here. So we can see over here the like terms are minus 6x minus of x. Similarly on the right hand side you have minus of x and plus 5x. Let us try to group this like terms. You have 2x square, you have minus 6x, you have minus of 6x and minus of x. So this means it is minus 1 times of x. Minus 6 minus 1. So minus 6 minus 1 will be minus 7 times of x. Getting it? Minus 6 minus 1 will be minus 7 times of x. So we have minus of 7x, and this plus 3 will be as it is equals to. on the right hand side this x square value as it is. Now let us try to group this like terms over here. You are having minus of x plus 5 times of x. Minus of x represents it is minus 1 times of x. So what we have, minus 1 plus 5 or 5 minus 1. So 5 minus 1 will be what? 4. So 4 times of x will be getting. Now here, because the greater number sign is positive, therefore I am writing down positive value. So it is plus 4x. So therefore we will get plus 4 times of x, and this minus of 5 will remain as it is. Let us further try to simplify. We will try to take this whole right hand side on the left hand side. So this whole value which is there on the left hand side, let us take it, the whole right hand side, will take it on the left hand side. So what happens when the right hand side jumps to the left hand side? The positive values will become negative, negative values will become positive. So let us try to rewrite this one. So you have 2x square minus 7x plus 3. So this plus x square, when it comes on the left hand side, it becomes minus of x square. This plus 4x, when it comes on the left hand side, it becomes minus of 4x. This minus 5x comes on the left hand side, it becomes plus 5. When this minus of 5 comes on the left hand side, it becomes plus 5, is equals to, since all the values are taken on the left hand side, we are just left out with 0 on the right hand side. Now let us try to group the like terms over here. So if I try to group the like terms, the first value that I will be grouping will be 2x square and minus x square. So you have 2x square and minus x square. So minus x square, it means it is minus 1 times of x square. So it is 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 will be 1. So it is 1 times of x square. Here greater value is positive, therefore you get plus 1 times of x square. So 1 times of x square can just be written it as x square itself. So x square we have grouped. Now let us move on to, you have minus 7x and minus 4x. You have minus 7x minus of 4x. Now let us try to add this one. So whenever you have both positive and both negative, you are just adding the values. Since both are negative values over here, we will just try to add it. 7 plus 4. So 7 plus 4 will be how much? It will be 11. 11 times of x. Now here the greater number sign is negative, so we will put it as minus 11 times of x. So we have minus 11 times of x. The next value that you are having is plus 3 plus 5, that is 5 plus 3. So 5 plus 3 will be 8. Plus 8 is equals to 0. Now is this equation a quadratic equation? So we know that the quadratic equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So now if you try to compare, you can see that this a value over here represents 1. Here b value which is there represents minus of 11. Here c value represents 8. So which means that this given equation is a quadratic equation. So if this is a quadratic equation, we have expressed that the given equation, this given equation which is there, is a quadratic equation. Hence we can conclude that the given equation is a quadratic equation. So that's the required solution. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can just put it in the comment box. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. That's all I have for today. Thank you.